Good morning. It's Laura from McNeely Garden Studios, and it's Tuesday at 10. I thought I'd show you a totally different side of me today. And I thought I would show you some of my computer skills. When you are an artist and that's your business, there's lots of things to do besides just pen to paper or paintbrush or glue, whatever medium it is that you use. There's a lot of technological aspects to it. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of knowing how to advertise and reach your audience. And the most important part to me is serving you and making sure that I'm providing things that you want and that will improve your life. So I'm working on a project over here, which I'll get to, but I thought I would start by showing you something that can be done that just to help your viewer. If you're looking at my pen here, this is a Wacom tablet pen, and I'll lean you over here a little bit to my desk. This is my Wacom tablet, and I'll put you back over here. You can you see my cursor kind of moving around? And it's because I'm moving this pen around over here. So I thought maybe if I was going to show you some things like this that's not going to show my face, that I would make something down here to let you see who I am. So I'm going to start over here. I'm going to go up to File. This is in Photoshop. And I'm going to go up here to File. I'm going to create New. Then I'm going to look over here, and I want this 4x6. So I'm going to go Create. And I was afraid that was going to happen. That is actually not what I want. I want a 6x4. So we're going to create New, and oh, here it is. I'm sorry. So we're going to change this to 6, and we're going to change this to 4. That will change the aspect ratio to a horizontal rectangle. Also see here where you can change it to horizontal. So height is 4, width is 6. We want the resolution to be 300, and we're going to create. So there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. So, in fact, I'm going to put this, no, I'll just leave it over here. So this is going to be the template that we're going to create on. And we're not going to need this one. So I'm going to go up here. This is a photo that I have already pulled up from my folder. And I'm going to go back to, there we go. So I'm going to get up here to the Move tool, and you're going to grab this photo and just put it right on there. And this is just a single photo, so I'm going to take that off because we're not going to be needing that anymore. And I'm going to transform, which is Control T on my regular PC. I do not use a Mac. And I'm going to create that size right there. And I always go up here to just the Move tool just to kind of reset again. And this is the one that I don't need. I think what I did, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go up here to Open, and that's going to take me into my computer. So I have a folder here called Studio Literature and Logos, and I'm going to open this logo that I made. This is the logo that I have used for many, many years, 25 years, I think. And I think there's a lot to be said about using consistency. me go back, open that up a little bit. All right, and I'm just going to drag this down a little bit smaller, but so there's two ways I can deal with this. You see how the logo, part of the logo, is on top of the photo of my face, and so we can either go over here and switch the layers, and it will work perfectly. Or if it turned out over here and I didn't want that, I can always go over here to the erase tool and literally just like taking a pair of scissors and trimming that off. Go back up to move tool and you can move it just like that. I tend to use a lot of just black and white, just for simplicity. I think it looks really nice and clean, and I use that a lot. Get this back into the shape it was. All right, so we have that. I think a stroke around here would look very nice, so I'm going to open up a new layer, and I'm going to come over here to the marquee tool, create this nice little stroke here. It can be adjusted later if you want it to be a little bit different, but I tend to kind of try to get it where I want it. So I just went up here to edit. I went to stroke, and this is going to be a 5 pixel width, which is about the size that you see it right there. You can change the color to whatever you want, and if I wanted it yellow, I could do that. If not, if I wanted to move this up and down to this slider and change it to a different color, I can. But I think I'm just going to leave it the black because I like that. So we're going to go okay, okay. And you see how these little marching ants are still kind of right there? I'm going to right click, which on my pen is you can see there's a right click and a left click, which is sort of up and down. And I'm going to right click with my my pen and deselect. So that is there now. And I think, let's see, I think I'll put my name on here so you guys can see who I am. Right. And maybe we'll just go with that for right now, because obviously you're going to be able to see. And we're going to go up here to save as. And this is going to come up to be saved as a Photoshop document or a PSD. I will change it to a JPEG in a little bit. But we're going to put it in Studio Literature. I think we can leave it in logos because I'll use that. But we have to name it. And we'll just go with that, save. And now I can print this as a Photoshop document, but I want to go up here to layers, flatten image. That means, so I have the original background. Think of that as a piece of paper. Then I put the photo on there. Think of that as a different piece of paper. The logo is a different paper. The stroke, yet another, and my name, another. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different essentially pieces of paper that we're going to flatten and make them all into one piece. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to put a stroke quickly on there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go back up here to layer, flatten, and we're going to go to save as. And I'm going to change this Photoshop document over here to JPEG. The reason I'm kind of showing you all this is if you are a person that works in Canva, this concept is the exact same thing. So you can open things up and resize them. You can change the layers. You can erase like I did on this, or you can take the background off. there's so many things in Canva that are just so useful, and there's a free version of it. And I just think, that if you kind of get some basic concepts about it, you can really do some really cool things. So I just hit the print, and I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to put it down here. Now, there are a lot of things on track for today. I've got this project. I've got a commission piece I have to paint. I'm finishing up for my membership. We have a wonderful theme this month. And so, see, I just printed it, and I'm going to cut it out. And if you have not heard about my membership, Art and Answers, I would love to tell you all about it. We create a piece of art every month, and there is a lesson to it. It goes much deeper than just the art itself, just the technique or the style or the materials. It's much deeper than that. And this month is going to be about how stress shows up in your body. What does it actually feel like? Because I think so often we get so used to it that we just don't even recognize it anymore and don't know what to do about it. So the artwork is really fun. The lessons are a really golden opportunity. Well, if I can get that to go in there. There we go. So now you can see me. And this is, where is this? Oop, cancel. All right, so we're not going to need that anymore. I'm going to say no. We're going to get rid of that. But what I'm working on here is for a child's birthday party. And we are, so we made cupcake toppers. So cute, right? I'm going to go to this one. There we go. And we took the child's face. In Canva, I selected a hat and a bandana. Now you can do this in Canva just like you did, just like this. But then I brought it over here because I'm just more comfortable, and I cleaned up his shirt and did some other things. And let me show you how cute. I'm going to put this on a toothpick, and we're going to stick it in a cupcake. Super fun, right? And so we also have the signs for for the food and the rooms, and I've created, some different things. This is going to go on a black board so it can be a little bit more sturdy. And just so many things that you can do. But this is going to be for a pony adoption. But this one, I'm going to go over here because we're going to make the little, it's for a game. And so the children are going to go around and they're going to find these and they're going to mark them off on their board. Oh, hello, Donna. I'm looking, Laurie. Hey, Laurie. I've got a little bit different setup today, so I'm actually being able to read your comments a little bit better. Oh, Sharon, you're going to the chiropractor. I need to do that today. I'd love to have you come back. What kind of paper did you use for the cupcake toppers? So this is literally, I just did this whole page of the heads. And I printed it in regular printer paper, and then I glued it on a black background and cut it out. It's a little labor intensive, but it's going to be so cute and so personalized. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to continue to show you some of the tools over here, because like I said, it's so similar to Canva. And maybe if you're interested, I could do this again sometime and show you some things in Canva. I just had this work that had to be done today, and I thought I would share it while I'm doing my live. So I created this already, and these are also images from Canva. I pay for my version, so I'm able to use these for my business. So I'm just going to put this over here to the side, and I'm going to put one of these in each of these boxes, which I also created earlier just so you wouldn't have to be bored. I've already got, let's see, I already have the armadillo. So we're going to go down here to the barbed wire. And there's lots of ways to do this. I could crop it all, but honestly, this is kind of the easiest way. I'm just going to take this whole page and erase it, and it will just simply be this one thing. I'm gonna put, so Control T changes the size. I can twirl it around a little bit like that. I think I'll make it a little bigger. Go up here to the move tool, and then I'm going to go back down to the eraser tool and erase that. I'm going to keep saying these things over and over again because you're not going to learn it until you hear it 1,000 times. So that is the purpose for this exercise today. All right, then we're going to go, I think, yep, there's a wheel on the game. So I'm going to put this wheel in the next one. These are going to be hidden all around the house so that the children can, go around and find it. They're going to put it like down low so little people can find it. Control T and make it a little bit bigger. And Canva's the same way. You don't have to hold the shift button down to keep it in the right aspect ratio. Used to be that way, but now it's not. So sometimes I get confused. But if I did Control T here for this one and I held down the shift, then it would string it out and make it a little more wonky. Oops, sorry. All right. So we're just going to continue this. We've got a bandana, which I think is, all right. I would like to go ahead and tell you guys that I have some really exciting news. My website is up. I'm so excited. It's taken a lot of work. It's not 100% completely perfect, but I think that it will be soon, but it certainly does the job. And you can see all about my memberships, which I have two. I have Art and Answers, which we were just talking about. And it's hard to do this and think and talk at the same time. Sorry. So Art and Answers is an art membership that's a lot deeper than just the art. And you can go in there and you can look at examples, and you can also sign up there if you want to. Another one that is super fun is the Snail Mail Art Card of the Month Club, which is a done-for-you greeting card. It comes right to your email. So you don't have to deal with any kind of social media. It makes it really fun and easy. In June, I am doing a workshop, and it's called Seafoam and Sage. And it's a tropical painting, watercolor painting, and we're going to learn how to use masking fluid and different techniques. But the most exciting part, I think, is it is it was inspired by a vacation trip that it's not just a photo that I took. It was feelings that I had, and I created them into a work of art. So there's a building that I saw and two different types of plants and a different sunset. It's just really, really beautiful. So we're going to be doing that. I have to find my... Okay, so we're going to be doing that in June, and you'll be able to see that on my website. And if you're interested in that, I can certainly give you the link. That would be easy as well. But I think I've just about got all these. That's why I was looking at. So this is what they're going to be looking for to mark off their game piece. This is what it's going to be in their cupcake. This is going to be attached to their party favor. It's going to be awesome. So I hope that you guys learned something today. Yeah, Donna's already coming to see Foam and Sage. I'm so excited about it. So I hope that these concepts sort of help you in Canva. And if you're not familiar with Canva, it's CANVA. I am not affiliated with them. I'm not getting anything from them. But they're really a wonderful company, and they really help a lot. So I hope this helped too, so you could see, since you're not seeing me actually today. But thanks for coming. I always appreciate you coming, and I will get back to work. I got lots to do today, and I'll see you again next week, Tuesday at 10. Thanks. Bye.